It's been a long time. Hey, what's up? I'm back. So I decided to record a new video because it started raining here where I live, and that inspired me. And by the title of the video, it's New Year's Revolution and Thoughts. So I've had these brief thoughts about past year and pretty much about the past decade. And it was a really tough ride, yes, that I'd rather not have participated. I think I think in this reality I'm more of a spectator that so happens to be in the midst of the events that occur, and most of them we cannot predict. And in my personal experience, it wasn't quite worth it. Say what you want about destiny, about things happening for a reason, but for me, I think that if things happen for a reason, it might not be for the right one, unless we take action and sort of change the course of events. Yeah, let me get to the point. To me, in the past decade, specifically in the past year, I've reached my limit here in this experience. I've reached my limit in this realm, and if things really did happen it last year, it would be perfect. And what do I mean by that? If the word did, if the Matrix did came to an end past year, I wouldn't be bothered. Or at least if something huge really happened past year, I would be as encouraged as I was in the beginning of my uh, researching ascension, call it whatever. But as it seems, nothing that we expected happened, and here we are, just um, just going through, just going through reality again. And uh, right now, I feel very obnoxious about the future. I'm starting to trust more on how I feel than what I imagine, because I have a very fertile imagination. Ever since I was a kid, I always imagined myself going through adventures, passing through life, learning, having awesome experiences, and progressing, evolving, so to say. But reality always strike me back with, hey, here's your life: boredom, bullied, bad parenting, disillusional, just time and time again, as if life was trying to tell me, hey, you gotta have your vibe checked, so to say, and you gotta trust more on your instincts, your gut feelings. So when things go wrong, you are prepared to get yourself back on the track again. And I guess that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna trust my gut feelings. If I feel that if I keep doing something or going in some direction that I feel it's not gonna be for my benefit, or worse, it's gonna be for my detriment, I'm gonna get out of it. But if I feel that there's a slight chance of me getting something from it, and I mean getting something like as an experience, as an inner evolution of sorts, then I'll go. Then I'll give it a hint. But for the rest, no. Uh, I just stop recording for a sec. Um, what was I talking? Yeah, no more disillusion. That's my mantra for this next few years. No more disillusions. If I do not know about something, I'll be I'll be skeptical first. I'll use the gnosis, so to say. I'll use the Sophia, the wisdom. And I will stop guessing things. If I do not know, I'll say, hey, that's my opinion. But related to the rest, as I said before, I wasn't kidding. I threw all these beliefs to the trash can. There's some people now talking about 2020 vision. And it's a play on numbers, it's a play on words and many ascensional beliefs that I also am seeing now. It's gonna keep some people on the cults, on the beliefs. I'm no longer into it. This 2020 promises to be even worse than 2019. Maybe more interesting, but not any less worse or any more good. And yeah, my thoughts on everything that has happened to me. If by the end of the journey there wasn't a very good reason, explanation for all the bullshit that happened to us in this journey, if there wasn't such a thing, I would call out this fucking experiencing we having as a torture session. And some people say that it is a learning school, like a learning process, that we are somehow alchemically activating ourselves. But to me, I don't also believe we have to go through any process to activate anything. I feel within me that we already are the infinite potential but we are somehow trapped in this illusion, this very persistent, very harmful and realistic illusion. But yes, and those are just some brief thoughts. I never am able to stop my imagination, and I don't really want to. But I also don't want to be diving in my my fantasies, because when you dream too much on your fantasies and live too little of your reality, you start going, for lack of a better term, you go crazy. And in the other hand, if you live too much in your fantasies, and I mean, if you have this, I mean, in reality, when you are living the fantasy life you imagined, but you don't acknowledge the rest, how the rest of the world is going to the mess, and there's people suffering, you start becoming a very ill-intended being. I don't want to believe that everything is oneness in all of this, because it's also a belief. In a system of control, there's always proxies, always robotics and AI that can masquerade as such, as being other beings, and to take out the guilt of their demise, their karmic ultimatum. They say, oh, but we are part of you. Well, I don't believe this. I believe that we, as far as the living souls are concerned, we are something we are yet to discover. And I believe also that we are very, very powerful. But there is something wrong here. There's something wrong in this place, and there's something wrong also in us that impedes us from reaching our true potential. And as in an organism, as you would say, Earth, or the macro and microcosmos, we should get rid of this virus. And you shouldn't be ashamed to get rid of something that's causing you harm, to get rid of the parasite. You don't want to be coming to terms with a parasite or coexisting with it, because there's no such thing. You either get rid of it or you get consumed by it. And there's no other way around, because that's duality. Welcome to duality. Well, that should be the slogan for every living soul once arriving in this realm. Welcome to duality. Now here's your candy. Then you're poisoned or whatever. I'm rambling. I don't know what to say. Yeah. Here comes another year. Here passes by another year. Time is a concept. Is a fucking illusion. It's a thing created to measure our enslavement. And as I always say, the best time to release yourself, to get free, is the now. And in my opinion, it should be the yesterday, but thank God it is the now. So yeah, thank you for listening to my ugly voice again, and have a great time and enjoy yourself as much as you can.